Hey guys, Angus here. Got another airsoft gun video for you guys today. As you can tell, we're outdoors, so that means today we're going to be doing a performance test. Not only are we going to be chronoing a gun, we're also going to be taking a few shots downrange at a target to see how accurate that particular gun is. The gun we're going to be testing out today is, you guessed it, the gun in my hands. This is the JG G3 SAS Airsoft AEG. This is a really cool gun. I actually like it quite a bit. If you're interested in purchasing it, there'll be a link down below in the description to airsoftstation.com where you can buy this gun for about $135. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video. We're going to be starting off by chronoing the gun. For the chronograph, we have our 500 round magazine loaded up with 0.2 gram BBs, and as for me to test out the gun's rate of fire, we have the included 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp small type battery charged up and ready to go inside the gun's stock. So let's see how hard G3 SAS is shooting. Alright, so we've got the Exertech chronograph set up and ready to go. First thing we're going to check out here is feet per second. Again, 0.2 gram BBs and our hop up is set to 0. 361.3, 359.4, 354.3, 353.3, 354.2, 354.8, and 344.1. So more so you're averaging right in the 350 to 355 feet per second area. Now let's see how fast this gun fires off its included battery. Rounds per minute up first. 750 rounds per minute, which as you can see, converts roughly into about 12.5 rounds per second. Alright, so chrono results for this gun, definitely what I'd like to see. If you can't tell, the G3 SAS is definitely a shorter gun, more so used probably for CQB than a field game. And the FPS we're seeing there of 350, 355 with .2s, that's excellent. That's exactly what you want to see out of a gun designed for CQB. Big tops to JG, a clone company. Normally you'd see this thing probably shooting 400, which was what I was expecting. But hey, I'm very happy with 350. Rate of fire wise, great rate of fire on the gun with an included 8.4 volt 1100 milliamp battery. You're seeing about 750 rounds per minute and 12.5 rounds per second. Solid rate of fire, slap a 9.6 in this thing and you'll definitely be ready to go. So with the chrono out of the way, let's go ahead and take a few shots downrange to see how accurate this gun is. The only difference for the shooting test portion of the video is we're going to be switching to 0.25 gram BBs in our magazine, and we're also going to be adjusting our hop-up. We'll be firing at about 115 feet to see how accurate this gun is. And another tip here, the foregrip is not included with the gun. I simply place it on there to have a little bit steadier of a shot when I'm aiming for this test. So let's go ahead, shoot the gun a little bit. Alright, so we're zoomed in on our crude launch area target at 115 feet. We've got 0.25 gram BBs in the magazine. Our hop-up is adjusted. Let's go ahead and take a few shots. Semi-auto up first. Keep in mind, guys, a slight breeze has begun blowing, so some BBs may veer off to the sides. But anyway, semi-auto. Alright, so semi-automatic looks pretty accurate. Let's try full auto. Alright, full auto looks pretty good as well. Okay, so accuracy-wise, we're looking at some pretty good accuracy. Semi-automatic, pretty consistent. We have a couple BBs veering off to the sides. However, overall, each BB did come into contact with the target the majority of the time. One thing I want to note, when I was just screwing around with the gun, testing it out a little bit, I noticed that occasionally it would misfeed something with the hop-up unit and 2 BBs would come out of the end of the barrel. That didn't happen too much, just occasionally, but something to watch out for with this gun's hop-up. Also, another thing to note is that this mag has to be wound a lot. You got to basically keep your hand on it and keep winding it the whole time in order to get a good amount of BBs going, especially on full auto. Full auto, we're seeing some pretty decent accuracy. It suffers from that thing I call the cloud effect. Essentially, the cloud of BBs comes out, 1 or 2 strikes a target, the rest kind of miss. So accuracy, you're hitting the target, but not all the BBs are coming in a straight line, coming into contact with it. Overall, performance-wise, I have to say this gun would be a great CQB weapon. Solid FPS for CQB, good rate of fire, accuracy is alright, more so on semi-automatic than full. So this has been Deathcore Airsoft's performance test of the JG G3 SAS. And thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.